Yo, what's up guys? You got pokeaim here with another Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee Wi-Fi battle. Of course, we're going to be deciding our team today. I really am enjoying this. It's a lot of fun. And I think the challenge of trying to win with 6 randomly generated Pokemon is super exciting. So, let's see. Ooh, okay. You guys don't mind if I Mega Evolve the Aerodactyl, right? Yeah, I don't mind. I mean, obviously, I'm going to try and stay true to what it is, but I'm sure y'all don't mind. Alright, I'll see y'all in a sec with the team. Alright guys, so we are here with the team now. I ended up giving my well, I mean, you guys already know the team at this point, but I ended up giving Aerodactyl 3 attacks plus wing attack. I'm not sure if I'm going to be Mega Evolving Aerodactyl. Again, I try to stay true, or as true to what they have as possible. However, I'm not sure if that thing is actually showing Megas. I don't think it can, even though I do have forms click on it, but it's just like standard Nasty Plot, Dark Pulse, Fire Move, Will-O-Wisp, Ninetales, Leech Seed, Toxic, Tangela, Taunt, Electabuzz, 3 attacks, Quiver Dance, Butterfree, Sleep Powder, Self-Destruct, Executor. So, there's some standard stuff. Oh, my dude has, okay. They have a Dragonite, which should just win. They have several Pokemon, which should just win, thinking about it. But, I'm going to be a little bit careful about Beedrill. I'm going to go the Aerodactyl lead, see if I can kind of stop it, I feel, because I want to lead something that it's better versus Starmie, but I'm worried because if they lead Beedrill, everything almost loses. This is gonna be a tough game. I do think that if I had Sleep Powder on Beedrill, I might have been able to beat Dragonite, but I also think that maybe Quiver Dance, Butterfree. I'm going back and forth between the names. I do think that Quiver Dance Butterfree has a chance, at least with Quiver Dance, Mega Drain, Bug Buzz, and whatnot. Obviously, though, if my opponent wants to just lead off with their Rhydon, they can get up rocks. As they do lead off with Rhydon. I'm gonna Mega Evolve in this game. I feel like that's just the play. I'm not as worried about Rhydon at all in this game either. I'll Mega Evolve and get on my rocks. Weakening Beedrill, weakening Starmie. Beedrill is obviously a gigantic threat. It actually might just win off the bat, but at least I can limit it, and especially limiting Dragonite too. Like, I want to limit their switch-ins, and Beedrill is just something that's just so threatening. But ideally, they just Rock here over Rock Slide, and then I can go Tangela as they go for Rock Slide. I guess that's fair too. Ooh, that puts me in range of rocks. So if they go for rocks, I lose my Aerodactyl anyway. So I might as well just Earthquake for a little bit of damage. Is this Adamant or Jolly? I don't remember. If this is Adamant, this is gonna do a lot. Damage on Rhydon is good for Ninetales. Wow, I think I might be Adamant on this Aerodactyl as they go for Superpower. So, alright, this is good and bad. Good because I obviously weaken the Rhydon, so Ninetales is good. Bad because, even more obviously, the Beedrill is a gigantic threat. I want to go out to something that's guaranteed faster, but will also knock it out. So I think that Pokemon is definitely my Butterfree. Not only am I faster, I do throw in one Mega Drain. This is their rocker after all. I give it Psychic again, so I'm going to go for Mega Drain here. Nice, they gave me Rhydon. Alright, so that means I don't have to deal with rocks, and I do have a Butterfree, but I also have a Butterfree, and I'm saying that multiple times because Butterfree does not have stats. Like, Butterfree does not have good stats. I wish I had Hurricane in this game. I wish I had something. Their Beedrill is just a monster versus me too. But I feel like had I let off with anything else, they wouldn't have sacked Rhydon. If they go Starmie, I can Quiver Dance up. They should go Dragonite and probably mess me up. I think that's the play that makes the most sense. However, if they do go Dragonite, I'll go Tangela, assuming they're physical. And if they go for Agility, I can like Toxic them. They go Eevee. Eevee can paralyze / burn me. Sizzly Slide is physical though. I feel like Tangela is okay here. I do think that Tangela is okay here. Especially because it can kind of just Leech Seed. As they go for the Sizzly Slide, yeah. That's a good chunk, I'm not gonna lie. That's a little bit more than I anticipated. Hold up. If I can get them to Mega Evolve their Venusaur instead of Mega Evolving Beedrill, I can win this game. So I'll go for Mega Drain here. I'll tank the next Sizzly Slide into and get Recovery, I believe, as well. And this damage on This damage on Eevee is important as well for Thunderbolt from my Electabuzz, which I will be going out to next. Especially because Electabuzz does have the Ice Punch for Dragonite too. This damage is just nice, yeah. I'm gonna go for another Mega Drain. They might switch out. They end up basically giving me their Eevee, which I'm okay with. I obviously give them Tangela, but again, taking a Pokemon that is very, very annoying for me to deal with, I feel like it makes some sense here. But I'm still worried about that Beedrill. Unless it misses Drill Run versus Electabuzz. Like, let's say I go Electabuzz. I am going Electabuzz next. And then they go Beedrill, Mega Evolve, and Drill Run. They can potentially miss. They can miss, and I can Fire Punch and knock them out. Anyway, we have Eevee low. We'll get an Electabuzz now. This is time to shine. And we'll just throw off a Thunderbolt. I don't have to bother predicting because Eevee dies to literally every attack I go for. I have Taunt for Venusaur as well. Best case scenario for me, they go Dragonite, which does take 2 Thunderbolts. But Dragonite dies from Thunderbolt into Ice Punch, so I'd be okay with that. And again, I need a weaken / get rid of Dragonite if I want to win the game with, if I want to try and win the game with Butterfree. I feel like I've been calling it Beedrill. But there's both of them, so it's tough. Alright, there it is. It's out. We're going to taunt so that way I can't Sleep Powder. Go ahead. Get taunted. Please Mega Evolve this and not Beedrill. They do not. They're smart. Keeping Beedrill in the back. As they go for Sludge Bomb. That would have hit Electabuzz. That hits Electabuzz. That hits Ninetales. That also would have hit my, what's it called? That also would have hit my Executor. So that's a good play. Like, basically hits my Sleep Powder switch-ins and just covers everything. Throw a Fire Punch. And if they go, like, maybe they'll go for an attack that doesn't KO me. It does a lot anyway, which is really nice. Hey. Alright, that's fine. I got some nice damage. Like, had they went Dragonite there, I could have at least bluffed the Ice Punch. Like, I wanted to try and conceal it. It doesn't matter at this point, but... Ninetales comes out. Flamethrower is my play. They just stay in because they know they can go Beedrill after. I hope Ninetales knocks out a Venusaur at 50% with Flamethrower. I know Ninetales is not that strong. But I feel like my opponent can just win without switching too. That's a big thing. Like, they're going to go Star me now. They might go Beedrill. Again, if they go Beedrill and I burn it, that's great. I guess I have to try and do that. I want to keep my Ninetales alive as well, so we're going to bring out my my Executor. If they go for Ice Beam, fantastic play. But, I mean, at this point, they've kind of been attacking what's in front of them, so I don't expect them to. Yeah, they go for Scald. Nice. No burn either, which is really good, because I'm probably going to have to Sleep Powder into Self-Destruct, assuming I live in Ice Beam. Which I think I will. Just very... Like, I think I will, just on a little bit. But again, they go for Psychic. Okay. Get off my Sleep Powder. Actually, the better play instead of self-destructing immediately is the Psychic, just in case they go Beedrill on the off chance they expect me to go for Mega Drain. If they go Dragonite, I can burn it and then Quiver Dance in its face. So I go for Psychic. I'm talking about like how I'd respond to it after. They do not care at all about switching. I'm assuming they either acknowledge the fact that they're going to win or they just don't like to switch. Because they probably know they win with just Beedrill at the end. If Beedrill takes the Rock switch-ins and then you turn out the Dragonite, that's good, obviously. I mean, I get a little bit of health, so I may be able to live a hit from Dragonite, too. And I can also Sleep Powder it. But they're obviously going to go Beedrill and mess me up with either X-Scissor or a U-turn. And the problem is I can't actually pivot into Ninetales, because if they go for X-Scissor, then there goes my opportunity of dodging a Drill Run, because X-Scissor into Poison Jab will knock out Ninetales. So I always just go for, like, Self-Destruct here. Any attack they go for will knock me out. Beedrill, if it does opt to U-turn out and it takes the Rocks damage, that's my best turn if they go for U-turn versus X-Scissor. That's like the best turn for me. Yeah, because they could U-turn out to Dragonite. I get out Ninetales and I go for the Will-O-Wisp, and then I Dark Pulse like Dragonite and whatnot too. I mean, I can still try and set up on this thing, I guess, but it's still also going off a Drill Run miss. I feel like my opponent did not switch once, but they didn't need to. I have to go off a Drill Run miss, or they go hard Dragonite. There's no way I live this. It lived on 22. Okay. Alright. I mean, they haven't switched, so... The thing is, Butterfree does not have the best special defense at all. I'm just double Willow. There's no way they're going to switch. They're going to keep staying in, but... Butterfree does not have the best special defense, physical defense at all. So maybe if I was like Quiver Dance Roost, I could do it, but I don't see Butterfree winning unless their Dragonite's very bad. Like, as in, it doesn't have an attack to hit me, and even then they have to like go for Drill Run first or something crazy like that. And Butterfree also is not faster than Beedrill at +1, so I need +2 to outspeed it, and then I need like a super crit on Dragonite as well. So I guess we'll try. This Poison Jab's probably gonna do over half anyway. Alright, less than half. Go, my child. Dance. Dance. Quiver. If only there was hidden powers in this game. You could HP Ice. Or if you learn Ice Beam. Or Dragon... Or Draco Meteor, rather. Yeah, my opponent did not have to switch once to win. No poison? Ooh, I lived. Alright. Let's go, Butterfree. I still lose, but I'm going to need you to throw right now, sir. I'm going to need you to throw, and I'm going to need you to go hard into Dragonite. That's how I win. Go ahead and throw. Throw. Even though you have not switched once this entire game. At least I made it a 1-0. So I guess obviously Aerodactyl would have been great in the back. But it was such a tough, like... It was tough because if they let Beedrill, I literally lost the Pokemon immediately. Like, I did. But I didn't realize that Ninetales actually eats that. About to get Aqua Jetted. Nah, they live every hit. Maybe they'll misclick Earthquake. And then Psychic 2 KOs them. I'm assuming this is a 2-hit KO. That's barely a 2-hit KO. Alright, so I go down. It's fine. I mean, that's kind of what was expected for this team, but... So, how I could have done it differently, obviously, was keeping Aerodactyl. That was still a tough call anyway, because, again, if they let off with Beedrill and I let off with anything that wasn't Aerodactyl, I was literally in a 6-5 position, and then they get in Rhydon, and they could have went for rocks too. They didn't have to just attack what was in front of them, right? And again, like they literally could have let off a Beedrill and won the game with if I let any lead that was an Aerodactyl. And if they got up rocks versus me, I needed rocks up to actually do damage to. I disconnect after. I needed rocks up to actually do damage to Dragonite because my entire team loses to it. Electabuzz doesn't even knock it out with rocks, I'm pretty sure. Like it's like a roll at best. This is why I love Alolan Sandslash. Like imagine that game in Alolan Sandslash. Venusaur, gone. Dragonite, gone. Beedrill, gone. Alright, Aaron, let's go. We'll take it home with you. Try and get a W. Don't have a Beedrill. Oh, Aaron just has my name is standard team. Melmetal's annoying. I actually like Tangela a lot as a lead. Just with Toxic and whatnot. Electabuzz with Taunt might be cool here. If Butterfree wants to do anything, I gotta get rid of Zapdos, weaken Gyarados, or force it to Mega Evolve, weaken Melmetal, weaken I don't know. This is a tough one. I think this is definitely an L because just team wise, we are like 100% outclassed. It's just gonna be the back-to-back L episode because we are 100% outclassed. But that's okay. Like I have more fun doing this than just loading up 6 Pokemon and winning all the time. It's a lot more fun being at a disadvantage and trying to fight back. So there's Mew, as anticipated. I'm assuming it's going to Stealth Rock. It might Fire Blast and just knock out Tangela. I'm praying that Tangela lives the hit and gets off a Toxic. That's like the big thing I want. They do go for Stealth Rock, nice. So again, that's the main thing I wanted was hopefully I land my Toxic. Nice. So that'll at least help me wear down the Mew. But rocks also mean half my team is crippled. That's very fair versus me. I'll make the Mega Drain play because I feel like, first off, I feel like I'm going to die to Ice Beam. But if I do live, it's going to be on a really little amount. Alright, they U-turn out. And secondly, if they go like Melmetal, I can always Sleep Powder into Leech Seed anyway. Them not having a Sleep Answer is really good in this case. I would love if they go Melmetal. Because while Melmetal does a ton to me, Tangela at least can potentially do something. Ooh, I got a crit on Zapdos. That's really nice as well. I wonder if you're sub-toxic. Let's toxic you. They go for Dropek, which I'll be able to eat. This Tangela is strong. Hey, got a double toxic on 2 giant threats. Alright. Double toxic on 2 giant threats. Obviously, them having the Melmetal is still problematic. If I get up rocks, then Zapdos dies to +2 Flamethrower. Just gonna Leech Seed here. They can finish it up with a Thunderbolt if they want to. They just go for double Drill Peck though. Alright, that's fair. Because Zapdos does die to Rock Slide from Aerodactyl, I want to say that they'll go Melmetal always here, and I want to take advantage of that and get up rocks to keep Zapdos and Gyarados in check. But at the same time, is it just smarter to just go for damage? I do think you'll always go Melmetal here. It doesn't make sense to keep Zapdos in. Zapdos is good versus me. It has U-turn, it has Drill Peck. Man, that's annoying because Rock Slide literally KO'd you, and I do think rocks. This is the tough part about using Mega Arrow as a rocker too, because rocks are important, but Mega Arrow always attacking is important too. However, I do think Ninetales has a really good shot. Yeah, I do think Ninetales has an actually fantastic shot, now that I think about it. Okay, so Zapdos, I can just go out into Electabuzz. I need to weaken their Melmetal as well. Ninetales actually does have a good shot though, with Zapdos being gone. Let's get in, my boy. Throw off an Ice Punch here. Knock out Zapdos. Give me that. Thankfully managed to KO Zapdos. Alright. So with the taunt on Mew, or would they make the they might make the Rhydon play actually. Melmetal makes sense too. I wouldn't mind Rhydon coming out and me getting damaged, but Melmetal makes too much sense as well. I feel like I need you to forget Gyarados. Butterfree is not winning this game. If I'm being real, Butterfree is not winning this game. I'll go Butterfree on an anticipated Earthquake. I guess they could double Iron Bash, but is Butterfree that much of a threat that you double Iron Bash? Having Sleep Powder would have actually been better, but I changed it for Psychic. Go for Bug Buzz, can get a Spadef drop, which would be nice for Ninetales. That did absolutely nothing. Ninetales doesn't even KO Melmetal at that point. But between Melmetal and Rhydon, I don't think I was doing much with that Pokemon anyway. Do I bother Will-O-Wisping? Or will they just sack their Melmetal? Because that's the thing too. Like if they get in Rhydon and I Will-O-Wisp, that's fantastic. Like that's actually fantastic. But also chipping away at Rhydon is good for Flamethrower as well. Huh. And even if I Nasty Plot here, I don't think it made a difference. Yeah, they get in Mew. Because they'd always have Gyarados after. to obviously take the hit and to pivot around. Because what happened if I Nasty Plot? I would Nasty Plot twice in front of Mew, and I'd be +4, but I still couldn't KO Gyarados, and I'd have to flinch it. I don't see my end game. I don't see a win. I mean, I could try. Yeah, I don't see how I win this game. Scald. It's not gonna do anything. That's fine. That won't do much. They're gonna sack Mew here. Yeah, I was just outclassing both games. Felt like yesterday was a lot more fun though. Like just cause. Oh, they win a speed tie. No. Their max speed U-turn Mew usually runs like a minus speed nature, so it comes in on Eevee and doesn't care. No. I got put down. Alright, well, where there's a will, there's a way. I can still go for the powerful para. I can still go for the freeze on Melmetal. Electabuzz, it is your time to shine, my friend. You can freeze everything. You can para everything to death. I believe in you, buddy. Let's go. Let's go, my man. Now is the time. So far, Electabuzz is the only thing that's actually KOing Pokemon. Electabuzz doesn't even KO Gyarados. I have to crit it or para. If they go Melmetal, I have to para, full para. A lot of crits would be nice. If they go right on, I have to freeze it. Everything, if it's not a ground type, I have to para, full para. If it is a ground type, I have to freeze it. So let's do it. Let's do it, Electabuzz. It is your time to shine. Let's go back to back with the Electabuzz. Come on. It is your time, my friend. I believe in you. I know there's a lot of pressure. You've probably never been in this high pressure situation, bro. But I need you to do this. Let's go. There's the no para. There's the Quake. There's the team. There's the whole game. And that's the whole game, folks. That is all she wrote. Another game where I wish I had my lone Sandslash. This is my trusty steed. Don't worry. Next time I get Sandslash, I'm gonna go. I can go like. I'm gonna say like I can go with different forms and whatnot. Hey, missed on top of that. I don't want to go for another one because I cannot win. They have a Mega Gyarados in the back. I should have gotten frozen there just to spite myself. Psychic crit. Let's take another Pokemon just in case. No. They have no reason to switch. What are they thinking about? Go ahead and get me. No. And that's the whole game. Back to Electabuzz almost did it though. I saw it in his eyes. Electabuzz is thinking about doing it. I hope you guys all enjoy it. Might do another regular Wi-Fi battle tomorrow just because I want to bring a real team. I've been taking nothing but L's these past 2 days. But I do hope you guys all enjoyed. Of course, if you do want to check out my actual Wi-Fi battles and all my other ones, there is a playlist down below. I encourage you to check it out. Feel free to subscribe as well. There's also a guide to team building because I do know how to team build despite me doing random generated stuff. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. Goodbye, my friends.